This session's still getting even.
Yeah.
More out of it. Then you get to do it. You ready to go back?
Yeah. So the first thing I'm going to show is, apparently I'm showing it much too quickly, about the e-form store. Okay? So in a patient's chart, this is version 10.06, so don't bump your wire yet. Okay, the next release. So I want to be able to share e-form. So the first thing I want to do is that I want to go to manage e-forms. It's on the menu over here. All right, manage e-forms. So on here there are two ways for you to share your e-forms. Let's find the really complex here. BC complex here. Very difficult if you try to load it from Oscar Canada site. There's just a lot of work. A lot of forms, a lot of images, it's complex. So you can export it as a compressed file and put on a USB key and hand it to someone else. Okay, so you can export it like that. Or you can upload it. So where would I go? Or you can upload it to the e-form Emporium. Now, what I didn't say this morning is that the e-form Emporium is actually housed in MyDrugRef as well. So that's another reason why you actually want a MyDrugRef account. So these are categories that are there, but we hopefully will have a little bit more categories. But right now, the easiest one is just called EC specific, because actually it is not EC specific. It's more of I wish Jay is here, and he would tell you how to make this with right now.
What password is that, David?
Action plan.
Is that your MyDrugRef password? Like what password is that?
That's right. That's my MyDrugRef password. So I would say send it to the Emporium, and that's it. I just share clearly one of these complex things like, hey, please, as soon as you're finished with your mental health toolkit, just send it there, right? Because as it is now, I would think it's very difficult for me to try to blow all, it's like sucking things from the brain. It seems like what we do. But once you share that, so how do I get it from the store? Well, you say upload the form, and unfortunately these user interface, which we are all trying to clean up so that they're uniform. They all look like either buttons or little words, but at this point I didn't find it. But you see this? When you say upload a form, there's this little extra function called download e-form. So if you download it, this particular interface is not very user-friendly, but it's just a list of all these forms. So in this case, I just uploaded this April 19th. This is Ontario time.
Not really.
Wow, that's late, but I always work late. So if I load e-form, and I don't want to do this because I'm actually on my system, it would have created an e-form just like what I already have on my system. Is that clear enough? Okay. Any question about the e-form Emporium?
You got that from the admin page?
No, actually you get it in a patient chart, and you go to add e-form, and then there's this little manage e-form buttons, which is now over here. In the old days, you would have to go to admin. It has been requested. Actually most administrators don't really understand e-form. They might as well be you, right? So you should be able to do this. Okay? So I guess we're running a bit out of time. I will do quickly two things that show you what is on Oscar. If you have gone a little further along, you want to get more thing out of Oscar. One of them is my drug graph. So my drug graph, it's the home page is mydruggraph.org. It's one of our projects. It shows you just sort of postings as a home screen. And you can see that there are many functions. You know, drug warning, treatment of choice, interactions, drug-to-drug interactions, bulletins. It's things like, okay, in Ontario, this drug has just been released and it's covered by the government's benefits plan. You know, things like that. And I never remember those. I get these flyers and I just don't know where to put them. Guidelines is one of the latest development. And was I supposed to talk about that?
Yeah.
Is this one? Well, it's going to be a little bit, will take a little bit more time. And even pricing, the idea of actually systems suggesting to you, you know what, it's better to, instead of a 2 milligram, get a 4 milligrams and split it in 2. You would have saved your patient $60 a week a month. I mean, you know, you want all these applications to help the patient. So you sign in. Even though I think this application is very secure, but I use a very simple password. Now, on the left-hand side, you see that I have a lot of friends. So, and the meaning of this trust is that if I want information delivered to my Oscar while I'm prescribing, not only would I want to know only my own postings, I actually want to know all the postings of all of my friends. But if I keep getting back information from one friend, it's as simple as coming here and untrust that friend. Okay? Let's say if Tom's love. I don't know about you. If I hit untrust, you're out of my life.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So now I'm going to run through a very quick example. Let's say, I don't know, some of you would receive warnings from FDA or MedEfact, anything like that. Like I just get this thing piped to. Okay, so I haven't actually, I have quickly read through this, and you say, okay, which thing? Camelin eye drops, nasal drops, voluntary recall. Well, I don't care, right? So you just do things that you care, the things that you really need to remember. Oh, okay, that sounds important. Caution on psychiatric or adolescent. Okay, FDA is recommending this. Use caution considering that. Should understand that adolescent may experience weight gain, blah, blah, blah. So since I don't have time to actually digest all this, I'll just copy that piece of thing that I think I should know when I'm prescribing psychiatry to an adolescent. So I say, okay, add a warning. Okay. And I would say psychiatry. And what it does is that it searches for the same drug code information called ATC code. And that's how things, information are linked up. And I say, okay, you know what? The FDA made some warning, and I should know about that. And the evidence is good, and this is very subjective. But I'll be basically warned by the pharmacist, you know. Otherwise, I have too many red colors coming up. So I'll just put down, just fair evidence. I mean, really, if I have too many of these things without me carefully evaluating it, you should take me off your trust it. You know, I should really give you good information, right? Well, you know, don't trust me, but you know, if I'm just gonna give you a reference. I just lost my.
How do you get an account?
Oh, I'll tell you that. So this is the reference, okay? So I say one. So now,